So the business goals. Okay, so if we look at the ML lifecycle from this perspective, basically we start with the business goals. In the business goals, what we define is so we have the business problem, so we want to understand why our customer is churning, and we have a KPI, which is how many customers has churned. Then we frame the problem, which is the customer churn. We want to explore our data, which means that for example, we can connect to a CRM system or another system to see what system we can get the data from. We prepare the data, we clean it, we see missing values, etc. And then we start the ML process. So the ML process, the first thing we want is we're going to split the data to training, validation, and test. This is the classical ML process. We're going to train one or more model. For example, SVM, XGBoost, deep learning, etc. And then we're going to iterate on the models and the preparation. And at the end, we're going to use the test data set to test our model. If it is good, based on our metrics that we define, we're going to deploy the model to production. For example, we're going to package it as a Docker container, deploy it on Kubernetes cluster, and then we start the life of the model. So we're basically going to monitor our model for data drift, and as well as regular, system monitoring, CPU, memory, etc. And all of this is the one big iteration. So now that we have different data, we see what our results were, we take the action, and then we start the process again. So the ML is a never-ending iteration driven by the data.